Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Shaping Your Future weekly video. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite topics, and that's disruption, or better yet, how to avoid becoming the next Blockbuster video. Most of the time, if I ask you about Blockbuster, the next thought's going to be Netflix, because the general idea is that Netflix came in and disrupted Blockbuster and they failed to act and then they went under. Well, that's only part of the story. The real reason that they went under is that they failed to make decisions at the top that would allow them to continue to grow and adapt going forward, regardless of any external disruption. So take, for example, when Viacom bought out Blockbuster, Blockbuster was seen as a real estate investment. So the money, of course, went into the stores, building more stores, increasing that, because that's where they saw their value and their greatest revenue over the many years that they'd been in business. Furthermore, when Netflix did start to become more popular and streaming became much more available, they started to see a drop in revenue. Also, people were pretty tired of those late fees, which was a huge portion of the profits for Blockbuster. So their decision then was to bring in external advice and leadership from former Walmart execs. They brought them on the board of directors to help them increase revenue and offset the loss. So rather than saying we need to go into this and become better than Netflix, we need to diversify, we need to reinvent ourselves, they said, we need to go ahead and pack the stores full of candy and trinkets and everything else that you can imagine at eye level, so the kids will nag their parents in line as they're checking out for their video and forcing them to buy more candy and more stuff. This ultimately did not work and is one of the major reasons and driving factors for why Blockbuster is no longer here. And the reason why this failed is not because the people that made these decisions weren't equipped to make good strategic decisions, but it's because they looked at it through a lens of past successes and through the world of retail, which is where they were very successful. So this is what I want to push home today, and that is that there are three key areas, three key things that you must do in order to avoid becoming the next Blockbuster. And the first is you have to, one, reevaluate. You have to reevaluate the landscape and your place in that landscape. I don't care if you're the biggest company in the world, you still need to reevaluate. Nobody is too big to fail. You have to look around and ask yourself, what past successes and assumptions or industry bias are we holding on to that is maybe clouding our vision of where we could be going or what type of disruption may be lurking around the corner. Number two is you have to reimagine. And by reimagine, what I mean is looking at the skills, the capital, the leverage, the market reach that you already have, no matter how big or small you are, and finding ways to reimagine that in a different type of future. Reimagining that in a world where more technology or more interconnectivity is a reality, less people driving, right? Whatever it might be, you have to reimagine how your skills and expertise and the actual capital that you have on board can be put into a different type of future. And then the last thing is that you have to reinvent. Once you've reimagined, looking at alternative future possibilities, saying, well, we could do this, we could completely reinvent ourselves here, we could go in this direction, then you actually have to take the steps to reinvent yourself. Make those moves into new markets. And I don't mean all or nothing, but incremental steps to test out some of the ideas you had, some of the visions as you reimagine what you could look like. You have to actually put that into play. So those are the three things that you need to do. You can start doing that today to avoid becoming the next Blockbuster. First, reevaluate. Second, reimagine. And third, reinvent. As always, I look forward to your comments and feedback. If there's any topics in particular that you'd like to hear or get my opinion on, let me know. I'm always open to new ideas and some new thoughts. So thanks for watching. And if you'd like to find out more about me, my work, or some of the other additional free resources, you can always find that at thejarednicholsgroup.com.